Okay, give me a second. They started the round a little bit quicker than we wanted, but there we go. That's what happens. On the left of your table, we are joined by Andy Quelch. When that loads, or is it not going to load? There we go. Andy Quelch from Berkfield, UK. He's playing Dengo with Auto Blaster, Proton Torpedo, Punishing One, BT1, Gunner, and R3 Astromech. The Skull Squadron pilot with Fearless, and a Fenrir with Fearless. Okay, so that's what you got on the left side of the table. We didn't manage to change the bases in time, so I decided not to bother them as they were both playing different factions. On the right side of the table, Ewan Farr from Leeds, playing First Order Test Pilots with Fanatical Advanced Optics and Blackout with Fanatical and Advanced Optics. Okay, now I had to quickly give them a time extension. I've got to go double check that is okay with tournament organisation. I'll be right back.
It's part of the whole thing. You get intimidation factor.
Would you ever think about repeating the same squad with the smaller models?
I don't have 3 smaller models. I've got all the large models, but not. I've got 1 small one. Yeah. In fact, I have 5 in total. So I've got 1 small one and 4 large ones. Because we keep going to Sith Takers tournaments at Element, and they always have like massive prize support, and I end up getting. In the last 2 times I've been there, I've got a new Tyson answer each time.
Oh, cracking!
Because it's faction rewards.
Yeah.
Not many people usually fly First Order. There's a lot around today, but before the points change.
Love. Guess something's happening.
Okay, right. Oh, I did not synced. So all the shields are messed up. Sorry about that, guys. Time extension is okay. Live update, sync and activate shields. There we go. Everything comes back on. Why doesn't that destroyed thing disappear? Why is it only disappearing? Alright, that's something I'm going to have to try and look at. Maybe fixing. Maybe at lunch if I want to. If I try and focus on it now, I'm just going to miss the whole game. So try and ignore that destroyed thing is there for me, for my own sanity. And let's just go. It even looks like. Nah, I must be imagining things. The one on the left side of the screen is a little bit lower than the one on the right side of the screen. I think it's just the angle I'm looking at. Let me set up the timer to be correct as well. I am seeing the chat right now. I'll be right there in a moment. Thank you very much for all your support. Let me get this timer set up. They're on 102, so that means we're on 107. I'm going to wait for this to tick down. 25, 24. seconds. Right, so yeah, well, let me just quickly take advantage. So there's 20 seconds to go before I have to press the timer. Yeah, thank you all for joining us. This is the 5th System Open I've been able to stream from the UK since 2016. Every year I've made it over. And that all comes down to the fact that the support I've received from the community through just hugs and kisses, but also from Patreon and Twitch Prime. So please do consider, if you're enjoying this stream, to pop on over to patreon.com and help us out for as much as you feel comfortable with there, or using that Twitch Prime subscription if you've got your animals on Prime and such on there. Right now I'm by myself here in the booth commentating, but Phil GC joined me last game. He's not able to play today, but he's hanging around. This is basically his community support, his social life, his entire social life is in this room right now. So he figured he'd come along anyway and just hang around. He might jump on and join me. Once again, yeah, all the support I received is greatly appreciated. As it makes this possible. After the Spanish National Championship in November, I've taken a couple of months. There wasn't really any big tournaments either going on. I've taken a couple of months to kind of to relax and kind of wind down. I'm not going to be able to do as many tournaments as I had been doing the last 2 years, where I'm trying to get to one every single month. I'm going to try and be a bit more exclusive and pick out the best opportunities for me. So there's hopefully, I mean, I know I'm definitely going to be streaming in the French System Open. I'm looking at maybe doing the Dutch System Open in June. Depends on a lot of things right now. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Let me see what else. Yeah, so we've got an interesting list to come out here where we've got Dengar being played in the competitive scene. Been a while since we've seen that. I don't think I've seen it really in 2nd edition, which might be proven false. But like I say, as far as I'm aware, I don't think I've seen Dengar be played since 2nd edition came out. He's followed up by a Skull Squadron, which I don't think I've seen those either. And a Fenrau. Fenrau's pretty standard as far as Scum is concerned here. So the next one is on the other side of the table. We've got Ewan playing a pretty interesting list. Now the reason for picking this matchup wasn't through any particular design, apart from the fact that I wanted the table next to these two players, which was a player who had the fastest win last round. But both players didn't seem exactly keen on the idea of going on stream, so I just moved immediately to the next table where I had Ewan already set up. And Ewan's brought a Kylo Ren helmet. You know what I might do is I might put it at the end of the table so you guys can see it.
Yeah, we'll put it there so we can see it.
Oh, it's just off screen. Oh, on the wide cam. Yeah, sure. Cool. Let's check my dial.
Okay, right. So off with the first. Oh gosh, I've not paid attention. All right, I have to wait till he gets to his next. Now those stress tokens. I know Phil Blackmore's been handing those stress tokens out.
Probably not shot on Dengar. Could do a one bank. He's going to take a focus and.
Oh no, he's got like a whole set. He's got focus as well. What is it? This is easy. It says focus. It says stress.
Sorry.
Fan Lungalan joins us in the chat. I am really amazed to find out that Fan was not coming this weekend. I guess he's got like some very important business to attend to back home in Amsterdam. And I think he's like, I don't think anyone came over from Amsterdam. We only got from the Dutch boys. We only got the Utrecht team and Rick here. Oh, yes. 5 minute extension. Right,
he's going to take a target lock, check the vision range. Just the scope, so.
Yeah. An XY. I've got a super star-studded. I've got Foutil from France as well. From Team France. Is it Frutil beat Paul Heaver on the Gold Squadron stream in the final in the World Championships, if I remember right. I don't know, maybe.
I was thinking of that. I was like, I could do like a 5 forward and try and block him.
I was thinking something along that myself, in fairness. I didn't realise how far.
Some big names coming into the chat.
That was him done.
It's fearless Fen, not outmaneuver Fen.
Focus there.
Okay, so Fen. Unless you've got any sharp combat gubbins.
No, not at all, not at all. Range 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
Unobstructed.
Do we know a player count? Thank you.
Yeah, we'll spend it.
490 something. That's very technical. That's very precise. That doesn't help me make brackets. It's a lot, it's true. We had 570 last year, somewhere just under 500 this time around.
Luck out. Well out. And silver. Oh, can you hold them down?
Yeah, of course.
Right, I also know that Fenrau is the one with the turquoise marker.
3 shot on the skull.
Yep.
Oh, he's lost a shield already? Okay.
You got 4th die. So just roll this one.
And
Oh, for range. Good point.
Yep.
Yeah, spend it.
so that spends the focus and takes no damage.
I think that's it.
Yeah, nothing from that one.
And they go back to dials. So not much action there. One shield taken from one of the first order test pilots. Let me just go double check which one it is.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
This one, this one too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Sure.
thank you.
Sorry about that.
No,
I don't know.
Just double checking.
I mean, do you want me to get like one of these?
All right, there we go. So yes, somewhere just shy of 500 players taking part today. And let me double check the... Now, as they're coming through, though, the silencers seem to have a pretty good flanking position on Dengar. I don't think they're going to be able to nail down the... Here we go. I'm going to get a player count now. $486 then. Okay.
Cool.
And what's the cut again? Is it 5 and 1s? Yeah.
Let's see if this actually
Should fit. Ooh. No, actually, that's probably make like the front of it.
Yeah.
What was the...
We'll be fine.
I couldn't
So
not.
486 players. Let me write that into the chat before I
I've
forget
done the
it.
same, I think. Okay. So he's going to do a 3 bank.
And it looks like he's put the Skull Squadron on the rock.
Ben could do a 1 hard on that. Oh, that's a bit spooky. So he's going to take a focus.
We're looking at top 64 at least, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know if I can stop Pen getting to
Top
red
64.
anyway. Yeah, so actually, probably a good idea.
Top
I'm gonna
64
back
tomorrow is 5 rounds? 64, 32, 16,
that lined up
8,
on the side.
4, 6 rounds. Damn.
Oh, sorry.
It's going. You're good.
Yeah.
Gonna focus on the barrel roll. I think I've hit the rock with silver. Oh, certainly.
And it looks like the first order test pilot. No, this is Blackout. Goes onto the rock as well.
Takes a shield.
And loses one shield. Oh no, it's not. It's the other test pilot. I figured the silver painted one would be the ace pilot.
Doing a little hard turn. Now Dengar's got his hard turn on. He can turn in a proton blackout, and it'll be really sad. So he's going to take a focus and stay there. See if he can pop this.
Yeah, so he's got there's 2 ships on that rock this round. Not going to be the most effective engagement coming out here, but it looks like Dengar is going to be able to get a good proton torpedo shot off.
Yep. I should have done the 2 forward, which I originally had planned, and I would have boosted, and then Dengar would have been really sad.
So I think done. And Fang is
2 Fang. That's even worse than a 1 forward. That's even worse than a 1.5. Now the other guy's out of position and Fang's at range on the surface. I have messed this up.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. So, yeah, focus for GG.
It's been fun.
So, yeah, we'll do the talks on that one.
Okay, here we go. Dengar, 2 hits for focus. It looks like it might be a crit actually and a blank. And there's 2 blanks and a focus there. Spends the focus, takes 2 shields on Blackout.
Pressing.
And then we'll do the range 1
And
shot
now
into
Fenrau firing on Blackout. Is Blackout?
I don't know why I've done this.
Oh no, or maybe he fired on the back one. No.
Fearless.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta double check something. Blanked out there. 1.
So he loses his shield and he takes a hit and then a hit and then a crit, which is disabled power regulator.
Disabled power regulator.
So Blackout.
I guess.
You can shoot the skull through the rock.
Oh, because proton torpedo's not range wrong.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, crikey, okay, yeah.
So he fired on the back ship.
He's going to spend his target lock.
Uses the target lock to reroll, gets 2 hits and a focus. Becomes 2 hits and a crit. There's a crit focus. There's 1 evade there.
Yeah. Yeah, crit, yeah.
Hit and crit through on Fenrau. And that's a direct hit.
Oh, he could die from the rock next turn.
Yeah.
That would be even payout.
There's if Fenrau dies from the rock roll in the next round, then that might actually be something of a deliverance for Ewan after having had the test pilot worn down to 1 hit point.
He might actually get off the rock, I don't know. He'll just slide straight forward into Fen.
He's got a disabled power regulator, which is before you engage, gain 1 ion token. If he does his maneuver, then he's going to be able to remove that damage or repair that damage. One other thing I have to talk about today, while they're on dials, I've been asked to speak about by a member of the community, the Camino Open, which is a charity X-Wing tournament on Saturday the 22nd of February 2020 from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock at the 22nd Gillingham Scout Hut in Gillingham, Kent. Right, now this is a charity tournament. They're trying to raise for the Brain Tumor Charity in memory of Nathan Ellis, which I guess they've not told me, but I would guess he'd be someone that maybe even involved in the community. And so they're running this event as a way of trying to raise some money for charity. I'm going to put a link
that's what I was thinking.
to the event page in the chat now. So if you go on over there, you could see some more information there. Maybe you can even send them a message to work out how you could donate if you're not able to attend. But they've got space for up to 47 players, 45 players, they told me. So yeah, there's a possibility for a very interesting tournament down in Kent there in a few weeks' time. So please do consider going over to that Facebook page to check them out. Okay, so the Skull Squadron went over the rock.
So we'll do the Ion guy first. So he's just going to slide nice and
Oh, it was Skull Squadron to the damage, not Fenrir. Dum dum. Alright, well, he's not dead.
It's Fen there.
Okay, it seems alright. I got there in time.
Didn't get an action because he bumped, but he's not on the rock, so still dead. And that flips over. Ion's gone.
Okay.
He's doing a 2 hard in.
Okay, and the second test pilot goes for a 2-turn to the left.
Yep. He's going to take a target lock on Fen. And then Blackout is going to try and do that too hard, but he's going to bump. Can you just, like...
Yeah, Blackout bumps into the Skull Squadron, maybe even ends on... No, nowhere near the rock. But well bumped there by the Skull Squadron.
Do you want to take it out now or
Yeah, up to you, mate. What do you want to do?
that's that on there. And is Dengar doing a 4K?
No, Dengar was going to be doing little one.
Dengar tries to one bank to the left. Eek. Looks like he might have clipped a rock.
Can you put a thing in behind him? He's basically just going to go straight forward, it seems. Is that touching? Yeah. That lined up. It is. A little bit further. I think that's as far as we can get. Sorry about that.
Looks like maybe not on the rock.
Hey.
Oh no, there we go. They're definitely on the rock because he rolled the die for it.
Fen was going to be doing.
He's just not moving then, is he?
Yeah, wow, craziness going on here. Fen can't go anywhere in that mess.
So, shots.
Yeah, shooting.
Seems to be range 2. Check.
Fen firing on Blackout.
Unobstructed, which is good for you.
And unobstructed? Or obstructed? Unobstructed, yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, so just one no.
Oh, nice.
And 2 evades and a focus. Wow.
So Dengar's out. So Blackout has range 2 back at Fen.
Blackout firing on Fen. With 2 focuses and a blank. Deciding whether or not that's cocked. Rerolls it. And no change there. Just 1 hit then. And there's a focus and 2 blanks.
No one's getting great dice this time, are they?
So I think that was on Fen this time, right? Yeah, I got that one right this time. Well done, Simon.
Check the fangs are. Don't think so.
Yeah, down there, way too far away.
Skull Squadron's going to try and take a shot on the second test pilot. Oh no, he's going from test pilot to Fenrir.
Okay. He's unioned. Still in health though.
And that's it, they're back to dials. Okay. So, a weird couple of turns where there's been a lot of overlapping rocks, a lot of bumping in that last turn. Need to be looking for an opportunity here because we've got like the first order test pilot and the Skull Squadron pilot down to 1 hit point. But Fenrir being fragile means that just 1 more damage and Ewan can get the points from Fenrir. What we probably need to see here is we need to see the silencers completely disengage.
Say, putting guys on the rocks constantly.
It gets in the way, doesn't it?
It's the stream stress.
Extreme stress is real.
That's going to... Oh, I don't know, actually. Yeah, let's go.
So, I don't complete him.
Okay, so here we go, right? So Skull Squadron takes a 2-turn to the left to pursue
How'd your first game go
the First Order test pilot that's almost dead.
Droid swap. Droid swap is really interesting.
So can you mark that now? So I'm going to do a Talon roll.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Oh, I might kill myself. I don't know.
So the second First Order test pilot is going to try and do a Talon roll to the left.
He's fine.
He went over the rock and he didn't get damaged.
I'll shift the rock back after I've moved him, if that's fine with you.
Oh, yeah.
Just clipped it.
He takes this. One hard. Says pilot. He's going to take a focus.
On the other stream table, let me just
can
share
say
the
that.
link to that. You've got Dale Cromwell playing off against Joel North, both from the 186 Squadron. So just in case you're finding what's happening in this game a little bit confusing, you can pop over there as well. And my good friend Neil Donaldson is commenting with Phil Pond over on that game.
Take a focus. And stay there.
What's happening again? I'm probably venturing across that box again.
Okay, Dengar's trying to go for a hard one to the left. And is that going to fit? No, he's moved. He's moved. All right, okay.
Still roll for it.
He's got. Yeah, he didn't make it. He bumped. The templates overlap the asteroid as well, so he rolls for damage and takes that as well. And so far, Dengar has only taken damage from asteroids so far.
Yeah, Fen is going to be toing back that way.
Oh, got me.
And Finn Rao takes a 2-turn to the.
Put it
Is it Talon? Okay. Slots himself nicely in front of that damaged First Order test pilot to be able to just kill shot him off the board this round.
Not much.
And he's got an obstructed shot from. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's obstructed from the other First Order test pilot. Oh, no, that's the one he's facing isn't the First Order test pilot, it's almost dead.
It's possible.
Right, you've got. Wow!
Fearless? Yep.
Yep.
So that
5,
is 3
and
hits
there's
crit.
1 focus, 1 evade. 3 hits and a crit. 1, 2. Yeah, there we go. Bang, bang.
Direct hit.
Bang, bang, bang. There was a direct hit in there. Whew. That's giving you some points for Andy's side of the table now. Oh, you already had the half points.
Punish him 1 and range
But
1.
one more, one gun on you inside the table, not firing this round. So there's 3 evades there, 3 focuses, sorry, and a hit.
Yeah.
And there's the invade.
Okay, so Blackout's going to take this range 1 shot onto the skull. And he's going to fanatical that and spend his focus for optics.
Yeah, there's 3 and a crit.
And then
And there you've got 2 evades, and he gets just a crit through.
1 crit on skull.
On the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, so dead Skull Squadron.
Whole breach.
Oh,
Check this. So closest is range 3 not obstructed.
oh yeah. He's got the unobstructed shot there.
And I'll just spend my focus for 2 and a crit.
2 hits and a crit against Fenrau. Fenrau rolls all the focuses, and he doesn't have. He's got 1 more die. There's 1, so it takes 2. Hit and a crit. And the crit is going to be the deciding factor here to see if Fenrau stays on the board. That's a damage engine, I think.
Except the focus action.
No, it's the damage sensor array. Fenrir stays on the board with 1 hit point left. Woof. Now, taking one of those silencers off the board is going to be a difficult task now for Fenrir. He maybe wants to try and close with close to the test pilot. Where is it?
Yes. So he's going to 2-bank over the rock.
2 banking.
He's going to take a damage.
With a test pilot, and looks like he takes the damage as well. Ooh. He's going to lose his shield. Isn't this? I thought it was the red one was the second one. I got no idea. Blackout's the dead one, isn't it? No.
Blackout a 3 hard turn that way.
Okay, I got no idea. I thought. I seem to have mixed up with my colour base marker.
You're going to do a focus and a curly goose that way. Just do that for us, yeah. I might still get clipped by a proton. Okay.
Let's do this one first. Let's do it forward this way.
I don't know if I could have got out of there after that. Oh no, if I didn't boost, if I did a barrel roll instead.
K-turns with Dengar.
Yeah, if I did barrel. Oh! I'm too tired.
What time did you get up this morning for this one?
What time did I get up this morning?
Yeah.
6 o'clock on Friday morning.
Oh, crikey.
I didn't sleep last night at all.
Okay. Well prepared.
So...
That happens there before an event. It's very hard to get sleep before an event.
It's going to take the other easily removable model.
And this is like this one's probably bumped as well.
Take it off. Nice and snug.
Oh, that's not.
Right, Blackout, come on, don't die. I mean, if you only got a target lock, your odds are you'll get 2 or 3. You'll get, well, you might get 4 though. Ow!
Ow!
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 hits from Dengar
on.
onto
Yeah,
Blackout. Looks like he's got 3 evades though.
Got that. So I take a crit.
Just one.
Damage. Oh, fuck.
Damage sense.
Damage engine.
Damage engine.
That's the worst crit. And then yeah, there's no shots over there, no shots from Blackout. Barrel rolled, I wouldn't be so stupid.
And half points for Blackout now.
So that's both protons gone. No more proton torpedoes. No more spooky nonsense.
That's a dials.
Fen can't do actions other than focus.
Oh, maybe repair the card.
Or repair the card. I'm gonna do that. Killing Dengar is just been difficult.
Right, so here we're in a situation now where the First Order player's got a slight advantage, I think. If he can just get one more shot off on Fenrir, prevent Fenrir firing on Blackout, or in the same way as he did there.
There will be lunch break at the end of this round. So if you finish early,
Okay. So
please be back in your seats. Ready
I'm going to mark him out because I'm going to do a 4K.
for 2:30 this afternoon. We start round 3 at 2:30 this afternoon. So that's lunch break at the end of this round. Thanks, everyone.
Huh?
Put Fen back on as well with his model. Just hold him down. Okay. So stresses me.
Adjust him.
So he was about there. Well, actually, he was right in front of Fen. So. A little further back, a little further back, a little further back, a little further back. There-ish.
Cool. I'll go with that.
I mean, if you want to call someone for that, like. And the blackout is going to clear a stress. 2 bank. Can't do it too hard to clear a stress anymore. He's going to do a barrel roll backwards, and that's it for him.
Okay, so blackout came back around.
I thought you might come back in for him or something. Or
I couldn't do it too hard. Well, I could have. It would have been a white manoeuvre, so I would have had to. Because I've got the damage engine.
Focus for him.
Blackout, dice up.
And that one's doing a 3.
Okay. They shouldn't hit the rock, but hold down anyway.
And make
We're out of range now.
and we'll just boost him.
I can't boost.
Oh, yeah, good point. Good point, well made. Let's repair the card. That's
So,
done.
Dengar. We've assumed blackout's 3 obstructed. Guard on the other one.
Cool.
Okay, so coming down to attack. Fenrow's not got a shot.
3 primaries, yeah?
Dengar,
You're rolling 4, yeah? 5. Right.
yeah, firing. Yeah, 2 hits and a focus. 5 green dice
Come
now.
back, let's have another one.
This is firing on the
3
test
evades.
pilot, and he's got the 3 evades, so no change there.
I'll check if I've got this. Yep.
Test pilot's going to try and fire
Yep, that's right.
on.
So that's 3 obstructed from bronze.
Yeah. Onto Fenrow. He's just got to get 1 damage point through here. But range 3 for a rock. Gets 1 hit, 1 crit.
Spam a lock.
Spends the target lock. Gets 2 crits and a hit. And there's 1, 2, 3 evades.
High 5.
It's
No change there.
But I mean, yeah, you got it. So.
Back to Dars. Okay, so it's a difficult situation now. Like I said, the first order player's got a slight advantage. Fenrow is on the back foot. And it means that if he can get to a point where he's got both silencers firing on Dengar, things might go a little bit more in his favour.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay, and test pilot banks. Takes a 2-speed bank to the right,
Take a focus.
anticipating Dengar trying to chase down the blackout, I guess.
Blackout puts too hard in. So it's white because it's damage engine. And he's going to
Yeah, blackout 2 turns. Not a green maneuver because of the
make me sad, but
damaged engine. Blue maneuver, I should say. Barrel rolls right. Focused, stressed, and target locked.
yep.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Target locked from Dengar.
I didn't expect you to come that close either, so.
Yeah, well blocked there of Dengar by the first order test pilot. It's going to give blackout a free attack.
Go forward, and
No consequence here. Fenrow maybe. Yeah, no, just going for a 2 bank. Looks like. No, 2 turn. 2 turns to the left. Oh, it's a talent. Okay. It doesn't look like it's red on the dial there. Okay. Alright, yeah, no, I can see it now.
toying.
And so Fen has got 3 through. Well, it's just 3 through in it.
Yeah.
There's no point measuring.
Okay, so. Range 3 for a rock.
5 dice.
Fenrow on first order test pilot. 1 hit, 1 crit, 2 focuses, and there's 1 evade, so no damage there.
And Blackout has range 2, unobstructed because it's plus point.
Range 2 from Blackout on Dengar.
Dengar.
Yeah, range 2. Got one.
And
There's
we'll
one
spend
hit.
for optics.
And 2 blanks.
Last one, and
Now that could have been worse for Dengar though. 1 hit point on Dengar from giving up half points. Once again, the Imperial player, the First Order player, consolidating his lead.
So can you mark Dengar out?
Although he's not got a lead, he's just got a favourable position really right now. Just needs to get that 1 hit through on Fen Rao to be able to turn this game completely in his favour. Been blocking Dengar for a few rounds. And that looks like that. Oh, it's close to the rock. No.
do they keep it marked out?
I thought that would have been like the 5th rock that we've seen.
Okay. Then shoot bank is the only manoeuvre that's spooky. Dengar could turn on it. Can do a focus and a boost. And then Blackout is going to do a 2 forward. There's his stress. Yes, that one. And he's going to take a focus.
That one's going to do. Okay, I'll get it in the side for this, yeah.
Dengar slooping around the rock. Gives him a good shot on Blackout, even though it's obstructed. An unobstructed shot, range 3 on the First Order test pilot. And looks like he might have blocked Fen Rao again. Very well played so far by Ewan being able to block one of Andy's ships each turn and just kind of denying that the possibility for him to attack.
There's the stress.
Right, so here Dengar's got to pick if he's going to go for Blackout or unobstructed. He's looking at okay, so I guess he's going for the First Order test pilot. 1 hit.
Yeah, I can't modify it. That's actually
And there's an evade. So no damage there for First Order. Firing back. Blackout. No, Fen Rao first.
Yep. 2, 3.
You got 1 hit, 1 focus and a blank.
Well,
And there's a lot of evades as well.
That's a turn.
At least 2 or 3. And then a
so
focus.
Blackout will take the range 3 back at Fen.
Cool.
So there's hit, focus, blank. Becomes 2, 3. And there you have 2 focuses, 3 focuses and an evade. Which means damage goes through. And a fuel leak. Finally, Fen Rao gets taken off the board, giving the silencers a bit more freedom now to try and take care of Dengar.
Shield and 4 hull, he's got 3 hull. So he's half pointed. He's not.
We're just over 20 minutes to go in the round.
He's going to see if this fits in.
Yeah, so 2 turn by the test pilot.
And attempt to barrel
He's
roll.
going to barrel roll to the left. Try and fill up that space. And try to get range 1 attacks on Dengar.
So you see if he cuts the rock with shoot hard also, which is the right maneuver.
Yeah. Damaged engine. Hasn't. Oh gosh.
Yep.
Rocked.
Doesn't take any damage.
Doesn't take any damage. Oh gosh.
Right. Do you want to run us forwards just a tiny bit?
Yeah, it's worked out in the end.
But does bump Dengar, but Dengar still able to. Still got a good shot on the test pilot.
Bingo.
So, yeah, range 2.
Range 2. 3 dice of stress so you can change it to a threat.
Right, 2 focuses and a crit.
1.
And there's 1 evade.
I'll keep those out because it'll shoot me again. So I'll shoot back.
Yep.
Firing back with the test pilot on Dengar. Gets 1 hit. He's got nothing to modify that with.
I'll just
Just one.
And there's 1 evade.
I'll return fire on you. Is this one? Yeah.
Dengar using his ability. Gets a much better roll this time. 1 hit, 2 crits. Becomes 3 crits. And there's 3 evades.
do about that. Should have spent the focus.
And they're back to dials. Oh gosh. Alright, so what looked like it was going to be a yeah, really interesting turn there where absolutely nothing happened. Now Blackout being on the rock, I don't know. Let's see. Blackout needs to get off the, needs to probably get around behind Dengar. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Let me double check. He's playing Scum.
Yeah.
Don't work. My phone.
Yeah, okay. So he's going to do a 2 bank.
So, test pilot does a 2 bank to the right.
Oh no, it's gone too far. I should have gone too forwards. Okay, so he's going to take a target lock.
I was hoping to find a way of blocking Dengar, I guess, by the way he's reacted to that. And deciding to boost out of there.
Just work out he's going to do a talon roll. So, mark out Dengar.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry?
I want to put his number back in.
Oh, so that way. So yeah. That's good.
Well, it's not too bad, you know.
Alright, so.
I can
Huh?
focus and what? Turn the other for stress.
You can, but like, yeah, it's got to be for like, yeah, you got to sit down for a good conversation, not just.
3.
Yeah, of course. Timo says hi, Germans, by the way. Okay, let's see. You've got 2 hits, a focus and a blank.
Spend the focus and then beating, turn it into crit.
Yeah, Dengar firing, yeah, and the crit. So, and there's 1 evade and 2 focuses. So it's like hit
Don't
crit.
be direct. Hey! Wait, no, that's bad.
Another
That makes my 2 hearts red now.
Damage engine.
So yeah, shoot back with 4 dice.
Cool.
And use fanatical to get 2 hits.
2 hits there. And there's 1 evade.
Not damage.
and that gives points on Dengar.
Oh no.
So now, Ewan goes considerably farther ahead in points by a margin of 64 points. Now, if he was to give up half points on the test pilot, let's just have a quick look at the calculation on that. Okay, and lose blackout. Oof. Andy would be ahead by 1 point. Oof. So Andy, you got to kill. I shouldn't have done that on that screen, so that thing didn't have to move around. But yeah, you gotta keep blackout on the table. First order test pilot takes a 2 turn. To the right, focuses and boosts.
Blackout. He's going to clear his stress by doing 2 bank. It's just going to crash into you.
Now, Dengar, I guess he's probably going to make a right-bearing maneuver and rotate his arc rearwards. Just go straight. Okay, it slots himself alongside that first order test pilot. Arc's already facing right at him at range 1. So he's got focuses.
I completely didn't realise that you rolled 4 dice when you went in for an arc last turn.
Is that what I did? I was doubting myself whether I did that or not. Yeah,
Missed opportunity.
bless you. Yeah.
So,
Okay, so 2 hits, a focus.
I'm stressed, so we'll crit anyway.
Yeah, go for it.
2 evades and a focus. Takes 1
Yeah,
shield.
mathematical as well. So, blackout.
Blackout gets a
Range
shot
2
on
unobstructed.
Dengar. Range 2. There's 3 hits. It's like 2 hits and a crit. There's a focus and an evade.
So it's just
Spends the focus to take 1 on Dengar.
Blinded pilot.
Blinded pilot, and now test pilot firing range 1. 1, 2, 3, and a focus gets spent for fanatical. 1 a blank and a focus, and it looks like that's it, right?
Yeah.
played.
That wasn't how you expected it to turn out, right?
Not bad.
After early on, I just crashed into a bunch of rocks and blanked out. I was like, "Oh, this is it. I've not woken up right." Oh,
That definitely took a different turn for me as well. I didn't know what to expect from this, and yeah, that's really good. I like what you're doing with this.
Okay, Ewan.
yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
A little bit harder than was expected, I think.
No, I crashing into a bunch of rocks early. Just
Yeah, both of you were doing it, so, that really wasn't the problem.
I like to say it's just a special skill you acquire, just kind of just keep bumping into
And then
rocks
it
all the
ends up
time.
being like completely non-consequential because like even though you'll get yourselves
there was only
rocked,
like 2 damage.
and it was like
overall.
1 damage and 2 damage, and like for example Dengar's first 2 damage came from the rocks. You didn't even shoot it.
But like some of one of the fangs went over it twice and didn't take anything.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, it's done with now. It was an interesting game, like I say. The rock field, getting yourselves into the rock field, which was pretty tightly knit as well, was going to be a chore. And you've done quite well with your control player, being able to make sure you got a block off on him every turn, and that definitely helped a lot. But it took, like I say, just like
There's someone down at our club who's been playing Dengar recently, so I've had a bit of practice against it. So.
and it was just like the only downside really was like how your dice just weren't getting Fenrir off the table. And that was it. Fenrir was sticking around a lot longer. The problem was the positional game meant that like once you'd lost the Skull Squadron, you were only getting 1 attack off a turn because he was blocking someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. so that was the only downside. But it just kind of like, and there were like some really bad dice rolls, and so it could have easily tipped in your favour.
Again, there's some times where I just rolled 3 naturals.
Yeah,
on
like
that second proton shot,
only
taking the 1 from it was quite lucky.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I think the mad thing is you can get all the kind of advantages of rolling a close range shot, and you miss a ball, and then you'll roll one from miles away, and then you get all the hits on it. It's weird.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it. You've got lunch coming up now. Okay. Let's sign that slip. I'll go give it in to them.
Yeah, pleasure.
And 97 points for one of these and half pin.
So, and you've got full 200, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. 97 for 62 and 35 is half of his.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of round 2. Now, please remember, both players were kind of convinced to go on stream by myself. It's not like they were exactly keen to do it. They were both 1-0. I did want to go for another table, but they both players there declined to appear on stream. And so my easiest option then was to move to the next table right next to them. Like I say, we said they decided to get into the asteroid field, which was pretty closely knit, and that was kind of like made that game a much more difficult game for them. Okay, so yeah, we've now got lunch break, which will probably be for about an hour. Right now it's just come up to 1 o'clock, so I guess I'll be back. We'll see you at